bodybuilding competition. Alright, let's try to break this down pretty simple. How was it? It was amazing. It was well worth it. Changed everything, workout wise, nutrition wise, all that stuff has completely changed since that day. My workouts are more intense, as in, why am I at the gym? What am I trying to do? What's my goal? You know what I mean? So once I have that goal, it changes the way I go about things in the gym and around the gym and around nutrition, all that stuff. Anyway, competition itself. What I wish I would have known is I had my wife apply Protan to me the night before the show. Definitely don't do that. It's way too much stress. I shaved myself. I put the Protan on right after I shaved myself. Talking to others, the way to go about it, which I'm gonna try this out for my next competition, is obviously shave yourself, take a shower, do all that stuff. Apply some thick Nivea lotion to close your pores, because the Protan is actually alcohol based, so that stuff actually burns. Do the Protan, like if they actually offer like professional tanning, just do that, because it's even, they do a good job, it takes the stress off of you, you get to get some sleep. I had to find daycare, babysitters and all that stuff for my kids and all that stuff, so I didn't get any sleep. I mean, I slept maybe an hour the day before the competition. That hurt me a lot, because obviously when you're tired, you don't feel like working out, you don't feel like, obviously you do feel like doing the competition because you're excited, it's the first time, which is cool. But I personally believe that if you are tired, your nervous system, all that stuff is not fully recovered, you cannot obtain a good pump. I had zero pump the day of the competition. Obviously, the week before the competition, I was already tracking what foods to take in order to maximize, you know, my size / my pump. I couldn't get any pump at all. So getting a good night's rest the day prior, if you can, even though it costs money, just drive up there, stay in a hotel if possible. I did not. I actually drove. It's only an hour and a half drive for me, but it just added that much more stress to the day of the competition. I couldn't sleep while I was there neither. So if they offer professional tanning over there, get the tanning at the place. Even though it costs $100 or however much they charge you, it's worth it just to do it. You know what I mean? What else? So the tanning in my gym, I actually tried the red wine. So it's supposed to help you out with your vascularity, so on and so forth. Yeah, I think that was like whatever. I could have done without it. You know, I was fine. Next competition, I won't do the wine. Water depletion. Oh, 2 weeks before the competition, I did not look stage ready at all. I mean, I looked good. I looked ripped. I was lean. I looked in shape, but I didn't look like a bodybuilder that was supposed to go on stage. Doing the water manipulation, taking my like over earthy stuff, my dandelion root supplements, it's gonna help excrete water out of your skin, so on and so forth. That stuff really helped you get that illusion of being leaner than you really are, you know. Next competition, what I'm actually gonna try, I was actually watching some other videos from other natural bodybuilders that were talking about how your body's gonna try to keep a particular balance of water between within your muscles, within your skin. So this next time, because I'm not a big guy, I'm actually gonna not mess with my water manipulation as much. I'm trying to stay as full as possible. I'm gonna try to be as big as I can. I'm not necessarily gonna mess around. I believe if I'm lean enough, that little bit of water manipulation is not gonna determine, it's not gonna make that big of a difference. You know what I mean? If I'm that lean. Obviously, if you're holding a lot of body fat still, then of course, you know, dump as much water as you can to create that illusion that you're a % lower than you really are. But you're gonna give up size if you don't do it right. that's another video to follow. What else? Competition. Otherwise than that, man, I actually ordered the DVD from the actual places there, because you're not allowed to take cameras and all that stuff in there. That was like, my posing routine is not on there, the pictures aren't on there. I spent a whole lot of money for it. Is it worth it? It's worth it in the fact that you have a memory of a point of your life that especially when you compete once, it's going to be worth it, however much they charge you, right? On the other side to it, if you have a decent camera, if you have someone else that's interested, like, you know, you got the loved one or whatever, have them take some good pictures. And I actually like the pictures that my wife took a lot better than the pictures or in the video that the professionals actually made at that show. So, yeah. Anyway, let's see, what else do I know about that first show. I have to do some editing on this video just so I don't want to make it too long. So we talked about the color. Definitely, if you're gonna do your own pro tan, definitely get a base color, a base layer on yourself. The day of, like, weigh-in or whenever you get your briefing and stuff like that. So basically, the day before the show, I would definitely put on your first base main coat for sure. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a lot of stress off of you. It's gonna help the pro tan or whatever tan solution is gonna suck into your skin better, and it's gonna be all nice and even. And the next day, you just do your touch-ups and stuff like that in your oil. How did it feel? It felt really good, because you got to see yourself. You were like, okay, guess what? I'm competing, and this is what I wanted to do. I want to be, have competed out, a few times in my life, yada yada yada, and you get to see yourself look good, and very gratifying. What else? The place that I went to, they did not allow for you to take your own oils and stuff like that. My gym bag, obviously. Oh, bands. I couldn't achieve a pump, and I honestly think it's because I couldn't get I wasn't rested. All right, I didn't have enough sleep the night prior. I think that was the main reason why I couldn't get a pump. The whole week prior, when I went to the gym, I'd take no supplements, no NO2, no pre-workouts, nothing, and my body responded as if I was on a pre-workout. Like, my pumps were ridiculous. Like, obviously, like right now, I can grab my shoulder, where if I get a good pump, I should be out. I'm out here, you know what I mean? Because I can't bring my elbow down. Get some bands. I personally got the heavyweight bands instead of the really light ones. The light ones don't do anything for me. It just seems, even if I'm getting the whole mind-muscle connection and I'm concentrating, I'm actually trying to force the blood in there. For me, it seems as if I do need resistance. I need that weight to achieve a pump. So I got the big heavy bands, and everybody was using my stuff back there, because not everybody brought stuff. You know what I mean? Bring your bands, mark it, because people are just going to assume that the providers for the show actually put that stuff there, and then next thing you know, they're gone. They had some weights there, like 5-10 pound dumbbells, stuff like that, which works fine. But I just went with the bands, and I did okay with that. I had my wife backstage with me, which was cool, because she got to see the behind the scenes and stuff like that. I didn't have a coach or nothing like that. Plus side is you have your wife there, you have someone you can talk to, someone who actually cares about your performance and so on. Downside is a lot of stressing going on, because you kind of, you're having fun with it, but at the same time, I personally was a little bit stressed out. So I already told her, gave her the heads up, like, hey man, just so you know, I don't want to be all snappy and irritated, because you're on that diet, you're craving all this food and stuff like that. So we had our little heated moments back there. Next competition, I'm actually gonna want her not to be back there. just in order for me to get into my own mind, you know, just to kind of relax. I didn't take my music player back there. This time I will. Just to zone out, you know, do whatever it is that you normally do in the gym for motivation. I'm going to do the same stuff back there. Even looking at the bodybuilding competitions of pros or your previous ones, it's kind of weird to describe, but it is fun. Simply for the fact that you're up there with people that all like the same thing that you're doing. You're not going to go there and people are going to be like, oh, it's gay, dude, whatever, man. You know, everybody there appreciates the sport. You know, they can respect the work that you've done for it. What else? I just thought about something else. Just thought about it and I forgot what it was. Very big important thing. Nutrition the day of the show. I had a buddy that has actually competed and does really well. He gave me advice and says, hey, have yourself some steaks, some eggs and stuff like that, some french fries and all that stuff in the morning. Have some sodas and stuff like that. Just basically pig out to a point without getting your stomach too bloated and, you know. I felt as if I don't know how my body would react to it. It's my first time being that dieted and having my body respond like that to different separate foods because I was eating so clean, right? I didn't do it. I spoke to another, actually a pro, and that pro gave me advice like, hey, I personally don't do that kind of stuff just because whatever, you know, I just go in completely lean and do my thing. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I went with that, playing it safe. After the show, I went to had me a calzone. I had Snickers. I had a whole box of Reese's peanut butter cups. And I was Krispy Kreme. I was just going to town on junk food. It was ridiculous. And tell you what, the next 2 days, I looked about 5 to 10 pounds heavier. I looked lean. My muscle bellies were full. This next show that I'm gonna do, the night before the show, now I plan on coming in a lot leaner than I did last time. Last time I was about 7% body fat, upper 7%, maybe even 8%. That's pretty high for competition, right? This time I'm looking at coming in below 6%. I don't carry my body fat pretty bad. Like, I mean, if I'm cruising around 12%, most people think I'm under 10, right? So I'm gonna be lower in body fat, and I will eat a nice junky hamburger meal the night before the show, all right? Only because I've seen how my body responds to that greasy, high sodium, high carb food. The pumps that I was getting, the vascularity was insane the next 2 days. It was awesome. I'm sure you'll see on the different videos how they say like, hey man, you will look better the next 2 days. You're gonna look amazing. Very true. I saw guys out there at the show that I guess they didn't want to give away their secrets or whatever. They're snacking on honey buns and stuff. And I'm like, how's this guy eating honey buns? And he's about to go up on the show, and it's like, you know what? Yes, eat that junk food before you go on the stage, because it's gonna suck all that water out of your skin. It's gonna force all those carbs into your muscles. You're gonna be able to obtain a pump. You're gonna look full. You're gonna look heavy, and you're gonna look good. Yeah, I definitely wanted to add that. So this next show, I'm gonna not manipulate my water as much, right? I'm gonna play it by ear. I'm also gonna see how, just taking like, you know, you can go to supplement stores and get like the water pill, trying to see, okay, what if I don't manipulate my